Hello, I'm Randy Feltz. I play an electronic wind controller called the Synthophone. The Synthophone is a real alto sax that's been changed to be a state-of-the-art wind controller. It has a lot of creative features, but since it's a real sax, you can use all your regular fingerings and the comfort of your previous sax experience to play the instrument. If you're interested in a lot of detail about this, if you really are a sax player and would like to check it out, go to www.softwind.com, and that's the home base for the Synthophone. What you're seeing on the screen here in the middle is the disco brick. It's like a visual software that responds to MIDI information. When I play, shapes on the screen will sort of react to the things that I'm playing. And the sounds that I'm playing are coming through Logic. And the only reason I'm really using Logic is to get the microphone. But it's also got this software instrument called Unify in the window there, and I've got that open up to a complex patch that's called Real Alto Thick and Thin. I'll get more into the details of that in a minute, but the Unify software has been a great advance for me in the last couple of years that I've been working with it. It allows you to do complicated combinations of software instruments, put them all in a package, and then be able to easily recall all your settings. And I'll go down into the weeds a little bit on that in a minute or two. One of the unusual factors of the Synthophone is that it has the ability to play one layer on top of another. This is something the inventor Martin Herney called playing with the obligato voice. Obligato is like a counter melody. So that's controlled with a particular setting on the Synthophone through a little button that's on the instrument's backside. You'll see here the thumb button is called the Thumb Express, and in this instance this is set so that when I press on it, information goes from one MIDI channel to the next. I've got two layers, one on channel 1 and one on channel 2. When I press on this, it goes to the higher channel. When I release pressure, it goes to the lower channel. It works sort of like a sustain pedal, but not really, because a sustain pedal would keep echoing all the sounds that were captured by the sustain, where this just switches from one channel to the next. So anyway, when I play a note, and I keep that thumb down, that particular layer will sustain indefinitely, and then so there's a lot going on all at once. I'm going to burrow down into Unify here for a minute. Unify is made by a company called, or sold by a company called Plugiguru, and there are two main characters involved in this. Is a programming genius, John Skippy Limquill, who does all kinds of patches for the Unify software. And then there's the guy that actually articulates his vision, a guy named Shane Dunn. And the two of them together made this Unify package. Very interesting piece of software. So where it says thick and thin, you can click on this. And behind that is hidden an instance of Omnisphere, which is also a complex synthesizer. And I have a sound called thick and thin, which is on a particular channel inside this, and it has a synth and it has a shape and everything of this sort, and these can be changed, so you could get almost infinite variety just from that one aspect. And then here's a layer that I call the smooth conga dance, which contains in fact other layers, another omnisphere layer and yet another Unify layer. Inside that one Unify layer is all of these sounds, some of which in these cases are percussive sounds. And it's interesting, this layer is turned off. You can turn layers on and off just by clicking on them. So play this for a second. And true to its name, if it's turned on, you get the 4 on the floor dance beat. So I'm going to put that in the turned off mode again. So many different things happening sort of under the hood with the Unify software. Okay, well, I'm going to play a little bit. Using this feature with the obligato voice on the Synthophone, you can keep going almost indefinitely, and it's very easy to do circular breathing on this Synthophone controller. It takes relatively little air compared to a real saxophone. So part of what I'm doing is I continue to blow the whole time and then have air in my cheeks. And anyway, I can go as long as I need to keep the phrase going. So I think that should give you some ideas of some of the possibilities. Again, this is the Synthophone alto sax MIDI wind controller made by Softwind Instruments, www.softwind.com. And the holder inside of Logic is called Unify. And a lot of the patches that you heard in the moving part are done by John Skippy Limkle. If you're interested in that sort of thing, you can check out his offerings at his website, plugiguru.com. Thanks.